Hi, this video is with my Sentinel Seanir, and I'm playing combat for a change. I hope this video has a bit of everything, has me doing some bad plays, but also some good objective stuff and some good 1v1s hopefully. So I hope you enjoy it. I know I said I'd try and upload more often, but I've been really distracted by Wimbledon. The tennis has been really good this year, so but I will get around to doing more videos. I know I don't have my utilities up on the screen, but I did have the super fast Transcendence, and it's off the centering system. So here I just kind of leapt into the operative, but it was an invitation to the other team to focus me a lot. I think we did have a healer, but he was focusing on our ball carrier, so it was actually a pretty terrible play from me at the beginning there. So I just vanished out. I noticed my Transcendence was coming off cooldown here, so I thought I'd try and run ahead and help out our ball carrier with a pass or something, but got pulled down by this PT. Then I managed to miss the airflows there, or the vent, whatever you want to call it. Wasn't quite sure where the PT was. Luckily for me, he kind of left me alone here, so I just went to go and get the med pack. So that was a really bad start from me, but a good start from our team. You may have noticed there when I leapt into the operative, instead of using Blade Rush to get the procs, I went straight into my Zen precision slash Master Strike. It's a bit of a risky play. Sometimes it works because you get your procs from the hits from Master Strike, but to get guaranteed procs you want to make sure you use a Blade Rush before you go into that combo. So our ball carrier died in the pit, unfortunately. So I attacked this PT here because I thought I'd try and help out our healer. Then noticed that the ball carrier was coming and I was getting focused by this, well, attacked by this assassin, so I just vanished out to go and focus on the ball carrier. He had Shroud up, so I didn't use my Clashing Blasts because it's yellow damage and it would just get resisted, so I waited a few seconds before using it. Because this was one of my first games back with my Sentinel. I kind of confused myself with my own Transcendence there. I didn't realise how fast it was. That was a bit of an unfortunate push there on the assassin because I'd used my precision slash and then didn't manage to use any abilities under it. Then here just running ahead, hoping to get a pass off, not a pass, a leap, but the other team passed. And then got hit with this grenade and that was the end of me. I could have popped my Guided by the Force there, but there was no point because you want to save that for an important moment.
Unbeatable! Platforms pass! Success! That's how it's done!
Not quite sure why I stayed up on the platforms here because the ball was over on the other side. Probably would have been better to drop down, but actually it turned out to be okay for me in the end. And then I pretty definitely shouldn't have leapt there. First of all because I got bubble stunned, but also because leap is just so useful in Huttball that you want to save it for important moments. Here I managed to position myself perfectly in the middle of that pass to intercept the ball and then vanish out, because if I died they would have got the ball back, or died without vanishing. It didn't matter that I died there because I'd done my job, I'd intercepted the ball. And then again saving my Clashing Blasts because he had Shroud up and it would have just been resisted, so I went for my dispatch there. Didn't have a leap, so just threw out my Twin Saber Throw. Really should have been attacking the operative here, but I was just kind of just trying to position myself for the pass. Unfortunately the other guy got it. Then here, because I have the root on my Master Strike, I decided to use it even though I didn't have precision slash up. That was a fantastic pull from the Vanguard on our team. I had my burst up in a few seconds here, managed to get a nice 10k off. To be fair to the other guy, although he passed to us, he did need to pass because I was going to kill him. But fortunately for our team he passed to us. Took me a few moments to realise here that I had Transcendence and I could be using it to help out the guy with the ball. I got there in the end. Then I had the ball here, popped my med pack and Guided by the Force. There was no point wasting my Adrenal because I had Guided by the Force up, but I looked around to see if there's anyone to pass to, but there wasn't, so I just decided to vanish out, reset the ball, and I died there, but at least I hadn't given the ball to the other team. There was a guy in chat that said he was in the end zone, so I was just opening up the map to make sure he didn't stay there, because if they do, then you're down a man, and you want to let them know in chat that they need to come and help you. So that was good play from the sniper on the other team there, sitting in trench. There was nothing we could do about him receiving the ball, and then him rolling to the line. And I leapt to the sniper there to root him, picked up the med pack, not because I needed it, because I wanted to deny him the extra health. Got a bit confused there, didn't quite see where he'd gone. You want to always be careful with your positioning against a sniper, especially in an area like this when he can push you off the ledge there. So it would have been good to have positioned myself between the pipe and the sniper. And here I really should have just left the fight. He had a healer, and snipers are just like anti-sentinels, so I mean, I might have killed him if he didn't have a healer because I got some nice crits there, but a big part of playing Sentinel is knowing which fights to engage in and which ones to just ignore, and that was definitely one I shouldn't have been fighting. But still, 2-all, pretty close game so far. Again, not entirely sure why I stayed on the platforms, especially as that sniper was up there. As a Sentinel, you don't want to be caught out by a leg shot from a sniper, because they can tear you apart, and I'd noticed that I didn't have my my force camo up. So luckily for me, when I got leg shotted, I was underneath the platform so he couldn't attack me. So we'd scored, went to go and pick up the ball, had my Transcendence, so used it to jump over the pit. You want to jump so that you take hardly any ticks from the acid. Noticed that this mercenary wasn't looking, jumped up so I could leap to him, stunned him so he couldn't knock me back, and a really easy score for our team. So bad play from the guy on the other team, but that was good for us. So again there, I went straight into my Master Strike under Precision Slash without having got the procs from Blade Rush, but I managed to get the procs during my Master Strike. Finished him off there, and he came again for the 1v1, so I ran against the wall to try and interrupt anything he was casting. Jumped up here to interrupt the thing he was casting again, so he decided to drop down in the end. Probably was a bit of a bad decision. Here, got my procs, went into the Precision Slash Master Strike, but he stunned me out of it. I still had my leap available if I needed it. So just leapt straight back in after he knocked me back, and then a nice 12.5k crit there under Precision Slash. So that was a nice 1v1. I didn't really need to use it there, but the change to Transcendence makes it so much easier for Sentinels to stay on target against ranged DPS. Here I decided to go for the sniper again. A bad decision. I mean, I got a nice crit off there, but I saw this coming. I tried to get out of the way, but he managed to knock me down. Luckily for me, there was a PT up there who I managed to leap to, and then throw out Transcendence for our team. I'm not quite sure if I was in range of the ball carrier. Then I decided to go on the healer here, because it's always good to keep their healers locked down. Noticed that the PT had used his CC breaker, so throughout the AWR, because he had to sit the whole way through that, because I don't think he had any dots on him, stunning the assassin so he couldn't do anything with his knockback. Got a nice couple of crits there. Nearly finished him off, but he had his med pack. Then saw him running for the med pack there. Tried to root him with my leap, but he had egress. Then prepare for the worst guarded by the force you've ever seen in your life. No idea where I did that. But still carrying on this fight. Not using my Clashing Blast because he had Shroud up. I think that's the third time this has happened in this match. Breaking and vanishing. I knew I'd have my burst up very quickly, so I just wanted to vanish out so I could survive long enough to pull it off. So although that guarded by the force was absolutely terrible and it nearly lost me the fight, that vanish or break vanish at the end there was a good play. I was really worried that the assassin would come back and kill me whilst I was healing up, so that's why I had my camera facing over there. Then throwing out the Transcendence for the Vanguard on our team. Just trying to run ahead over the fire so he could pass to us. Not much you can do from back here other than throw out your twin blade throw. The Shadow on our team got the ball, passed it to me because I had more health. You could say this was a slight misplay from me. I got pushed into the fire there and stunned. If I'd been paying a lot of attention, I maybe should have stood further away from the fire so I didn't get knocked into it, but once it happened there was nothing I could do. You always want to pay attention to your positioning closely when you're on platforms like that. And here, the reason I jumped down and leapt to the power tech was because he can leap himself, so I didn't want him leaping to me. You always want to be careful about people that can leap in Huttball, but people often forget that PT tanks can leap. Here I was really low on health, but fortunately for me, the PT was more interested in trying to stay alive than killing me. So here I managed to leap up to the assassin, had the root of my Master Strike, and also had my stun. Got off some nice burst, and we had loads of people back to finish him off. So I should have been dead, but I managed to contribute quite a bit of damage to that, killing with the ball carrier. Then here again, getting a nice 10k clashing blasts. So I really should have been killed there by that PT. Him keeping or allowing me to live meant I could contribute quite a bit there to defense, to the defense. I really can't speak today. Again, throwing out the Transcendence for our team. So I thought I'd try and stay up here and run ahead for the Guardian that had the ball, but he eventually died before managing to pass that Vanguard we had on the line. Just managed to avoid getting hit by the fire there, and leapt to the ball carrier. He ran away, so I used Transcendence to chase after him, and then a fantastic pull and stun from that Vanguard that we had on the line earlier, killing the ball carrier and getting the final goal. So really hoped you enjoyed that Huttball. I know I did some terrible plays at the beginning there, but then I had some nice 1v1s and some good goals from our team. So if you did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you want to get notifications whenever I upload a new video, and thanks for watching.